African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the 23rd of August, 2024. From August 17th to 23rd of this year, the armed forces of the Russian Federation carried out 16 group strikes with high-precision weapons and attack unmanned aerial vehicles on airfield infrastructure, ammunition and missile and artillery weapons depots, weapons and military equipment repair shops of the Ukrainian armed forces, as well as hangars for storing NASAMS anti-aircraft missile systems. In addition, the following were hit: fuel depots that supplied military equipment to the Ukrainian armed forces, areas of reserve concentration, and temporary deployment points for units of nationalist formations and foreign mercenaries. All designated facilities were hit. On the line of combat contact, 29 Ukrainian servicemen surrendered within a week. During the week, units of the North Group of Forces continued the operation to destroy Ukrainian armed forces formations in the Kursk region. Strikes by operational tactical and army aviation, unmanned aerial vehicles and artillery fire have destroyed the identified concentrations of manpower and equipment of units of 4 mechanized, 2 airborne assault brigades of the Ukrainian armed forces and 3 territorial defense brigades. Attempts by enemy reserves to approach have been thwarted. In the Volchansk and Liptsov directions, manpower and equipment of the mechanized, 2 assault brigades of the armed forces of Ukraine, a Marine brigade and a National Guard brigade were damaged. Over the course of a week, enemy losses in the area of responsibility of the North Group of Forces amounted to 3,090 servicemen, 29 tanks, 167 combat armored vehicles, including 4 infantry fighting vehicles and an M113 armored personnel carrier made in the USA, 75 vehicles, 7 multiple launch rocket system launchers, including MLRS made in the USA, as well as 32 field artillery guns. In addition, the following were destroyed: launchers of the Iris-T anti-aircraft missile systems manufactured in Germany and the C-125. A TRML-4D multifunctional radar station manufactured in Germany, a radar station of the NASAMS anti-aircraft missile system manufactured in Norway, and 8 electronic warfare stations. Over the course of the week, units of the West Group of Forces occupied more advantageous lines and positions, and also defeated the formations of 4 mechanized assault brigades and 2 territorial defense brigades. 19 counterattacks by units of the armed forces of Ukraine were repelled. The enemy lost up to 3,400 troops, 3 tanks, 19 armored combat vehicles, including 2 U.S.-made M113 armored personnel carriers, 10 U.S.-made Max Pro and Cossack armored vehicles, and 48 cars. Also damaged were 30 field artillery pieces, including 16 155mm self-propelled artillery units and howitzers made in the USA, Germany, and Poland. 3 electronic and counter-battery warfare stations were destroyed, as well as 9 field ammunition depots. Units of the Southern Group of Troops improved the position along the front line, defeated the manpower and equipment of 5 mechanized, 2 motorized infantry, 2 infantry, assault, 2 airmobile brigades and 2 territorial defense brigades. 2 counterattacks of enemy assault groups were repelled. The Ukrainian armed forces lost up to 4,530 servicemen, 32 vehicles, 68 field artillery pieces, including 36 self-propelled artillery units and howitzers produced by NATO countries, 5 multiple launch rocket system combat vehicles, including 2 RAK-SA-12s produced in Croatia, in a week. 19 field ammunition depots and 3 electronic warfare stations were destroyed. As a result of active actions by units of the Center Group of Forces, the settlements of Sviridovka, Artemovo, Novgorodskoye, Zelenoy, and Mezovoy of the Donetsk People's Republic were liberated. Formations of 4 mechanized, Ranger, airborne, assault brigades of the armed forces of Ukraine and 2 territorial defense brigades were defeated. 27 counterattacks of enemy formations were repelled. Over the course of a week, the Ukrainian armed forces lost up to 3,855 servicemen, 6 tanks, 13 armored combat vehicles, 43 vehicles, and 51 field artillery pieces in this area. Units of the East Group of forces occupied more advantageous positions, defeated the manpower and equipment of 2 mechanized, motorized infantry brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and 2 territorial defense brigades. Repulsed 7 counterattacks of assault groups of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. The enemy lost up to 800 servicemen, 2 tanks, 37 vehicles, 13 field artillery guns. In addition, 6 field ammunition depots and 4 electronic warfare stations were destroyed. Units of the Dnepr group of forces inflicted losses on formations of 2 mechanized, infantry, mountain assault brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, a Marine brigade, a coastal defense brigade, and a territorial defense brigade. The Ukrainian Armed Forces lost up to 480 servicemen, 30 vehicles, 15 field artillery pieces, including 6 U.S.-made 155mm M777 howitzers, 2 launchers and a transporter loader of a U.S.-made Mars multiple launch rocket system, a launcher and transporter loader of a U.S.-made MLRS multiple launch rocket system, for launchers and 2/MPQ-65 radar stations of a U.S.-made Patriot air defense missile system, 3 electronic warfare stations and 5 field ammunition depots were destroyed. During the week, operational tactical aviation, unmanned aerial vehicles, missile troops and artillery of troop groups, and air defense systems of the armed forces of the Russian Federation destroyed a Su-24 frontline bomber, a MiG-29 fighter, and 4 helicopters, 1 Mi-17 and 3 Mi-8 of the Ukrainian Air Force. In addition, the following were shot down: a Neptune MD anti-ship missile, 18 French-made Hammer-guided air bombs, 87 U.S.-made Mars rockets, as well as 340 unmanned aerial vehicles, 147 of which were outside the area of the special military operation. Since the beginning of the special military operation, a total of 640 aircraft, 283 helicopters, 30,390 unmanned aerial vehicles, 575 anti-aircraft missile systems, 17,547 tanks and other armored combat vehicles, 1,425 multiple launch rocket systems, 13,566 field artillery pieces and mortars, and 25,104 special military vehicles have been destroyed. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.